So here we will be trying to draw a graph showing for each duration what's the cost, and then at the end you will try to optimize and find the best cost for the best duration. So now, because we have from here, we know that 20 will cost 3275. And this is 20, and this is 3275. And we know that for 19 it was $3,700 for 19 from previous slides. So we have 19 and we have 20. Now these will be the direct cost. However, we have indirect cost. Every project costs us a certain amount of money per day, and that would be to cover internet, electricity, a car, rental, and so on, printing, papers, all of these. So it's about $75 a day. So if for the it's $75 per day. Okay, 75 times 19 will give us this number. 75 times 20 is about 15. It's not about this. It is $1,500. So this is 1,500. 75 times 21. This is the value here, and 75 times 32 will put us about $2,500. Okay, so that's how we plotted this line over here. It's $75 per day. So 75 times 19 times 20, 21, and times 32. This would be our indirect costs. Our direct costs, we are finding them out by the schedule that we have, by inputting our durations and our costs. And let's do, then combined is by adding these two values together. So here we are adding 1,400 plus 3,700, and this is the total there, 5,000 and some change. If we add this number plus this number, we are at this green number over there. So here we will continue. We know that we were at 20 days and $3,275. Now we're gonna relax activity 1, 2 by 2 days, and that would be $400. We will save $400. 2 days will be here 22, right? $400, it will be 3,275 minus $400, so that's 2,875, and we are going to plot that here. This is the 21, and 2,875 is under the 3,000. We add it to this value here, we get this value there. Then we are going to relax more. What's after 22? Which activity are we going to relax? We said let's relax activity 5 to 7, 5 to 7, and 6 to 7 by 1 day. I will 1 day, which means this will be 23, and which means the cost will be this minus 133. $23, 2741, and we plot it here. That's it for day 23, and this is the combined costs. We will relax more. Activity 4 to 6, 4 to 6 by 4 days, that would be $200. 4 days, so it puts us here at 27, right? 27, and then we will, the cost would be this value minus 200, so 2541. So this is at day 27, and then the combined is up there. So as we see now, when we are going past 27, the combined will start going up, right? So we were going down with the cost, and then we will start going up. Why we start going up? Because the indirect costs are getting high here now. When we add them to the direct, the total combined is going to be going up. And here we are going to relax activities 6 to 7 by 2 more days, so that would put us at 29, and the savings are 2 times $33.3 per day, 66.7, so 25.41 minus 66.7 is our cost for 29 days. This is still going down, but when we add them the combined, you see it's above. So what we are interested in doing here is finding the lowest value on this combined cost. Finally, relaxing activity 2 to 4 by 3 takes us back to the normal duration, which was 32 days. So we are here, and this is our combined. So based on this graph there, the combined cost, the lowest value was on day 23, which this tells us that our optimum duration will be 23 and our optimum cost will be less than $4,600. So we need to find the minimum project cost for a given target project duration. If the target project duration is 20 days, use the network in figure 11.4. If the target project duration is 21 days, use the network in figure 11.4b. Relax an activity 1 to 2 by 1 day only to 6 days. So this is if we have a target project duration. However, if we are interested in finding the optimal duration and the optimal cost, this is where they both came from. So this lecture gives us an idea of how we can change the duration and how cost affects the duration. What I would like you to learn the most from this lecture is that if we have a schedule and we need to crash some activities, and you were asked to select which ones you're going to crash, just crash the activities that cost you the least money. Because when we say crashing an activity, this means we are spending more money on resources, spending more money on labor, on time, working more shifts, more hours, and so on. It's going to cost money. So pick the activities that cost you the least. So pick the activities that have more flat slope of change. However, if we are relaxing some activities to save some money, relax the activities that save you the most amount of money. So relax the activities that have the steepest slope. That's what I would like you to learn the most from this lecture. In general, when we have a big schedule and we have to try to optimize the duration and the cost, it cannot be done by hand. There are softwares that do that for us, but this lecture gives you the idea how the software works, what information is needed, and what the software looks at, and where does the outcome come from. But it's important for when you hear about crashing, what crashing means, what relaxing means, which one to pick for relaxing, which one you pick for crashing. And always remember, when we crash some activities or when we relax some activities, you have to run the schedule all over to get the early start, early finishes, to get the duration of that project. Okay, so go over it, go over these slides again, listen to my lecture, play with the numbers, make sure that you understand when we say crash, and relax, and make sure that you understand the graphs. You will always be given the slide that shows you the cost of crash and the cost of relaxing. These numbers come from experience. You don't have to guess and say where these came from. These come from projects. Suppose a contractor is doing 10 projects, 20, 30, 40 projects, and they know that if certain activities, let's say painting per square foot, we normally have 5 painters. Normally we can paint per day 2,000 square feet. However, if we want to add the painters, and it will cost us $100 per day to add them, and then when we add every painter, let's say, we can reduce the or we can paint 100 square feet more or 500 square feet more, and so on. So all of this comes from experience. You don't have to worry about it. It will be all given to you. It will be all given to you that this is the normal duration, this is the normal cost. If you want to crash it, it can be crashed to day 4, and this is the crashing cost. Okay, you need to understand these very well. You need to understand that this is costly, this is not costly. So this is good for crashing, and this is good for relaxing. Okay, go over it, ask me questions. It's more likely that our final exam will be a take-home exam, so I haven't done that for my class before, but I'm working on a take-home exam for you. It's all due to that coronavirus. We don't want to be meeting in class. Some of us might be sick or not feeling well or scared from catching something from anywhere. So I feel it's safer for all of us to be home, doing this work from home. We were encouraged by the school to implement that. I agree with that, and we will see how to come up with a take-home exam for the final. I'll be working on my next lecture for next Thursday, and we'll be talking soon. Take care.